I'm going to be ranking the best budget cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier, and we have about 30 of the best budget cards in the game. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite budget cards in My Team right now, and of course, let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. But looking at the first budget card is going to be Amethyst Cameron Reddish. I would say he's probably going to be in the C tier category. He is still a really nice Amethyst card. He's 6'8" at the shooting guard position, having a 7-foot wingspan as well. I do quickly want to point out before we get into the tier list that my MT budget for a budget card is around at 25,000 MT and lower. So most cards on this tier list will probably be around 5 to 10,000, but then some of them will be maybe 15, 20, or 25,000 MT. And let me know what you guys think, about my budget price range, and let me know what card you guys consider budget, like what price tag. But yeah, Cam Reddish, I do believe, is going to be in the C tier category. Bailey Howell, I think, is probably in B tier. He's about 20,000 MT right now. It's not necessarily ranked on their value, it's just ranked on how good of a card they are. But Bailey Howell for 20,000 MT, I think, is a very solid pickup. He's a 6'7" small forward with a 6'9" wingspan. He's not going to be the greatest card on this list. That's why he's in the B tier category, but he's still going to be very good, a very well-rounded card. He's going to be a great defender, 87 block, 87 steal, while also having a 91 perimeter and a 91 interior defense. Offensively, he does have a pretty solid jump shot as well, having the DeMar DeRozan jump shot on quick timing. So pretty decent release. He's also got the normal leaner and some pretty decent dribble sigs. I mean, nothing too crazy about this card. He also does have Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step, and some really good Hall of Fame defensive badges, including glove, interceptor, menace, pick dodger, and workhorse as well. So Bailey Howell, I do believe, is going to be in the B tier category. Luol Deng, easily going to be an S tier. He's on the more expensive side of things for budget cards. He's about 20 to 25,000 MT, but let me tell you guys right now, Luol Deng is easily going to be an S tier budget card. He's a 6'9" shooting guard with a 7-foot wingspan. Also, if you guys don't know, S tier is going to be my top 5 budget cards in the game right now, but Luol Deng easily going to be a top 5 budget card and in my S tier category. Like I said, though, he's 6'9" at the shooting guard spot and gives you some amazing all-around defense, 96 steal, 96 lateral quickness with a 95 perimeter. So he's going to be a lockdown on the perimeter, and then also does have an 88 block and an 88 interior defense. I mean, this card, such a good defender at the shooting guard position, also having Hall of Fame challenger, clamps, glove, and menace as well. So I mean, this card is ridiculous on the defensive side of things, and then offensively, he's not that bad. Like, he's got a 93 ball, 90 mid-range. He's actually got a pretty good jump shot as well. He's got the Donovan Mitchell base on quick timing, so a pretty fast jump shot. And then for a 6'9" shooting guard, I mean, this card actually has some really good dribble sigs and some very good movement, having the MJ dribble style, Donovan Mitchell size up, and the KD escape. It's nothing too crazy. He's not going to be moving like a Kazi Russell or a Ricky Davis or a Tim Thomas, those type of cards, but he's going to be moving like a basically just a taller Donovan Mitchell. And all around, I do think he's going to be a top 5 budget card and easily going to be in the S tier category. Amethyst, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but Amethyst Diallo, I don't know how to pronounce his first name. It's like Hamadou. I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm going to throw him in D tier, to be honest. I kind of want to make my tier list a little bit more, versatile, not versatile, but I just want to have, like, because I feel like I have a lot of cards in C tier and a lot of cards in B tier on a lot of my tier lists. So I want to throw, cards in D tier as well, because, like, for example, Cameron Reddish is a lot better than a guy like Diallo because he's only 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. I don't think this card's really anything too crazy. I mean, maybe if you wanted to, you could probably throw him in C tier, but I think for me, he's probably going to be in the D tier category. I do think a guy like Cameron Reddish is going to be a decent amount better. Now, talking about Diamond Evan Mobley, easily going to be in that A tier category. He's a great power forward and can play the center position as well. I do like his versatility at the power forward spot, being able to play center and still being super elite, but at the power forward position gives you great defense, and all around, I do believe, is a really good budget power forward. Now, Diamond Kristaps, easily going to be in the S tier category. I mean, he's still debatably a top 5 center in the game. So if you're on this list and you're debatably a top 5 card at your position, you obviously have to be a top 5 budget card. Same thing with Luol Deng. He's debatably a top 5 shooting guard. He's not better than Kazi Russell, Terry, or Dr. J, but after that, I mean, I know there's some really good shooting guards, but he's up there with guys like Ricky Davis, Kobe, Jordan, those guys for the shooting guard spot, and Iguodala as well. So I mean, he's debatably a top 5 shooting guard, and same with Kristaps. He's debatably a top 5 center. He's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan, and he's just going to be such a good 3-point shooter, having a 93 ball, 90 mid range with Hall of Fame catch and shoot, corner specialist, deadeye, and limitless range as well. I mean, offensively, Kristaps still one of the best centers in my team right now, so I do believe for a budget card, easily going to be in the S tier category. This Pink Diamond Wayne Embry, I think, is also going to be on the same tier as Bailey Howell. I think they're great budget cards in the flash forward set, but I do think there's better options at the power forward position. Wayne Embry is only 6'8" at the power forward position, which I just think is a little bit too short when you got guys like Evan Mobley at the power forward spot. But Amethyst Marco Fultz, a great Amethyst card, just like Cameron Reddish. They're both going to be really good from the 'Tis the Season set. I'm just going to have to throw both of these guys in C tier, even though they're really good for being an Amethyst. Now, talking about a really good Amethyst, let me tell you guys right now, this Wesley Person card is easily going to be in the A tier category. I do think he's honestly better than a guy like Bailey Howell. Bailey Howell can only play the small forward position, where Wesley can play shooting guard. He's 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, but as a card, I mean, he is super elite. He's got a 96 3 ball, 94 mid-range. He's decently fast, 88 speed, 88 acceleration. He's got Hall of Fame Agent 3 limitless range, and some basically every single shooting badge in the game is going to be on gold. Blinders, catch and shoot, Claymore, corner specialist, Deadeye, comeback kid, guard up, green machine, and then playmaking wise, he's also got Claim Breaker, handles for days, hyperdrive, killer combos, and quick first step as well. So he's basically got all the playmaking badges you want on a shooting guard. And then the crazy thing about this card is when you go to the animation screen, the jump shot is the reason why he's super elite. He's got the Oscar Robertson upper, which is one of the best uppers in my team, and just in 2K overall, even in Park, it's one of the best uppers in the game, and he's got that on quick timing, so he's got a really good jump shot. And then he's also got the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner as well. So I mean, the card can move really well. He's got the normal leaner, great jump shot. I do believe for a budget card, Wesley Person is actually going to be in the A tier category. Diamond De'Aaron Fox, and I'm not talking about his pink diamond version, I do think is probably in B tier. Like I said, though, not going to be his Evo version. If it was his Evo, he would most likely be in the S tier or A tier category. Obviously, with his Evo, becomes a lot better at the point guard position, but without the Evo, I still think he's a very decent budget card, probably going to be in that B tier category. Now, I did put him on the budget card tier list before he was super expensive, so now I realized like he goes for like 70,000-80,000 MT, whatever he goes for. I understand is a lot more than what budget is, but I put him on this tier list before he was actually budget card, so just don't mind De'Aaron Fox. I'm sure there'll still be somebody that comments saying, why is De'Aaron Fox on the tier list? He's like 80,000 MT, but I just put him on the tier list when he was about 20 to 15k before he did get the Evo. Now, Diamond Giannis, I do believe is in the A tier category, still a great power forward, especially for being budget. I mean, yes, there's some better power forwards in the game nowadays, but I still think Giannis is going to be in the A tier category. T-Ross, I think, is probably going to be in C. I don't think he's that great of a budget card, to be honest. I think he's solid, but just better options at the shooting guard position. I'd much rather use a guy like Wesley Person. Amethyst Gary Payton II, is it crazy to put him in A tier? I think this card is actually super elite. Now, that might be crazy to say, but is he that much worse? Not the pink diamond version. Is he that much worse than this pink diamond though? Is he that much worse than his dad? I don't think he is. I mean, if you take a look at the stats, he's going to be just as good a defender as his dad. Like, I mean, I quickly actually do want to compare this just to see the stats difference in the badges, because obviously the badges and the stats should go to his pink diamond to go to his dad. But I mean, 40 gold badges compared to 29, obviously going to be 6 Hall of Fame badges at 2. But stats wise, I mean, yeah, I guess the pink diamond version is definitely a little bit better stats wise, but I don't think it's crazy of a difference. Like, they also have the exact same jump shot, and I'm pretty sure the exact same dribble stakes. I mean, the Gary Payton II, the Amethyst, actually does have the MJ dribble style, so his movement is probably actually a little bit better than a guy like, you know, the pink diamond Gary Payton, but very similar cards. They have about the same jump shot and very similar stats. So I think this Gary Payton II card easily going to be in the A tier category. I think you could also maybe even argue the S tier spot. Diamond Rudy Gay, I think is probably going to be B tier. He's on the same level as a guy like Bailey Howell at the small forward position. Kevin Porter Jr. easily going to be in A tier. I mean, these 3 Amethyst cards, I know it seems crazy that they're all in A tier, but I do think at point guard, I'd much rather use a guy like KPJ or Gary Payton over De'Aaron Fox, at least his diamond version. And then Giannis, I do think, is a little bit better than a guy like Wayne Embry, and then same thing with Evan Mobley as well. I mean, these Amethyst cards are just some of the best, probably the top 3 best Amethyst cards in the game. That's obviously why they're going to be in A tier. Diamond George Gerving, I think, is probably in the C tier spot. This card really has never been that crazy good for me. He's definitely solid. I'm not going to say he's a bad budget card, but never been like crazy good as a lot of people have said for me. George Gerving, probably going to be in the C tier category. Jonathan Isaac, I do believe is probably going to be in high B tier at the small forward position. Very close in skill level between Rudy Gay and Bailey Howell as well. Amethyst Jared Allen, I think, is also probably going to be in B. I mean, maybe he could be in the C tier category. He is only 6'10" at the center position, might be a little bit undersized, but I still think he's one of the best budget centers in the game. So I'm gonna keep him in the B tier category. Now, this Amethyst, Juan Toscana, what? the hell did I just say? Juan JTA. I'm just going to call him JTA. I cannot pronounce his last name, but JTA, I mean, this card's not good at all for an Amethyst. I mean, he's probably one of the worst budget cards on this tier list. He's 6'6" at the small forward position with a 6'10" wingspan, and his stats are very average, I would say. His jump shot isn't good, doesn't have any good dribble sigs. I think he's easily going to be in the D tier category alongside Diallo. Now, Diamond Stephon Marbury, obviously he does have that new takeover version, but I still think his glitch version, they're very close cards. I would say he's probably in the A tier category. I mean, I do think he's better than guys like KPJ and Gary Payton II, and obviously better than a guy like De'Aaron Fox. So for me, Stephon Marbury going to be in the A tier category. Tyrese Maxey, I think is going to be in B tier. A very good point guard, I would say. For me, though, I did a gameplay on him. I didn't actually post it, though, because I just played absolutely terrible with the card. I mean, he's only 6'2" with a 6'5" wingspan. I mean, offensively, he is a really fun point guard to use, but defensively, I've noticed his card does get mashed a lot, and offensively his jump shot isn't that crazy good. So for me, Tyrese Maxey, I do believe is going to be in the B tier spot. Still a really good budget point guard, though. Amethyst Poku, I think is going to be super high B tier. I do like, you know, KPJ, Wesley Person, and Gary Payton II a little bit more for the Amethyst cards. I think Poku probably going to be in B tier, though. Pink Diamond Cincinnati's pal, easily going to be in that S tier category. I don't think that's even a debate. I mean, he's debatably a top 5 small forward in the game right now, and small forward is one of the most stacked positions. So Cincinnati's pal easily going to be in the S tier category. Diamond Serge Ibaka, I mean, he's basically just another Evan Mobley, a little bit worse on the defensive side of things because he's a little bit shorter than Evan Mobley, but he's way better on the offensive end with a better jump shot and does have a better player model as well. Diamond Shea, easily in the S tier category. Now, he's really expensive for a budget card. He's about like 28, 29, 30,000 MT, and is easily going to be the most expensive card on this list. I think Cincinnati's pal is also pretty expensive as well. And then, guys, Amethyst Jeremy Shohan, I think is going to be in C tier. Maybe, I mean, I don't think he's on the same level as like Rudy Gay and like Jonathan Isaac and Bailey Howell. I do think he's still a really good budget small forward, but I do think he's probably going to be in C tier. And then Diamond Throw Bailey, I think is probably going to be in the A tier category. I think he's around the same level as a guy like Diamond Giannis. So now we have to move one budget card from A tier into the S tier category. So let me know in the comment section down below, which card from A tier would you guys move into S? I'm not exactly sure. I don't think it can be one of the Amethysts, even though I think KPJ, Gary Payton, and Wesley Person are all very good cards. I think for me, it's probably between Serge Ibaka and Evan Mobley. I think it's going to be Serge. I think Serge is the best power forward between Evan Mobley, between Thurl Bailey, and Giannis as well. And then I think he's a better card than the Amethyst and a little bit better than Stephon Marbury. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my best budget card tier list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.